Hello and welcome to the 11th round of the World V8 Supercars 2011 season, and it's Sydney Park which plays host to our penultimate round of the championship, and it's that man once again, Florian Strauss, who takes pole position ahead of his teammate Tobias Schleiman, all 360 racing front row. Third place Jesper Torborg. It's an epic qualifying session from those top three. Fourth place Levaik. Fifth place is Adrian Hull, debuting in the series today. Sixth place is Leitner. Seventh place is James Johnson. Eighth place Toby Davis. Ninth place was David Junt, and rounding out the top 10 once again was Steve Davis for 05 Motorsport, as the field is just forming up on the grid now. It was the start of the race, and Strauss on the right hand side gets off to a great start once again. He's got the starts down very well indeed, and Torborg's challenging Slamo down into the first turn. Torborg challenging Slamo. Levaik is looking there as well for anything that can be taking advantage of, and Levaik's around the outside is Slamo. Slamo's been mugged. Slamo's been mugged on the inside and the outside, and by Holm as well on the exit. So Slamo's gone way back, the championship leader. Gone way back. Strauss, Torborg, Levaik, Holm. There's Slamo, there's Davis, there is Johnson. The field just about makes their way through the chicane at turns 2 and 3. 4, and now into 5, a fast sweeper, and Tobias under attack from David Junt. Oh, it's close, very close indeed. Tobias holding the inside, watch out for the tyres, boys. Junt's out of shape. Oh, he gets through. How did he get through? Talbot's taking advantage as well. Junt's now defending from Talbot down the inside. Talbot tried to go, Junt said none of that, thank you very much. And Tobias goes trying to go around the outside into the next turn and loses the position as a result. So that has not worked out well for Eric Tveit. Strauss over the top of the jump on the opening lap. He's leading. Look at the car's launch over there. Now here is Giuseppe Churcho. He's trying to fight with Andrew Kapal and one of the DCS Motorsport cars. Looks like Egbeer. It is indeed Egbeer, and Churcho down the inside of Kapal. Very good pass indeed. Calmly done. Now here is Rhodes. He's looking at the back of Roy Magnez. Roy Magnez has been held up. And down the inside. Down the inside of both of them, almost. And there is Magnez trying. Oh, Magnez! Oh no! Don't! Oh, it's close. I think that was Nielsen who almost got involved there. And trying to go through on the inside now. It's Rhodes on Dragone. In the wall. And on board with the Dragone now. He's trying to come back at Alexander Rhodes. Oh, he's trying to go back at Alexander Rhodes. Oh, he's very, very quick into there, very committed indeed. And Rhodes is far too committed himself. Oh, Kapal ahead has just whacked the wall extremely hard. Extremely hard. And Dragone is going to take advantage of both of them. It's a bit messy, guys. Calm down. Rhodes through on the inside of Kapal as well. Anyway, somehow Dragone managed to get ahead of all those guys without wrecking his car. Now here is Lennon fighting with Tveit. Lennon had a poor qualifying once again. It's been his Achilles heel throughout the second half of this season. And he squeezes down the inside of Eric Tveit. Classic pass there, really. Here is 6th place Toby Davis. He's fighting to try and get past Tobias Slamo. Oh, he's fighting to hold on to the car right now because he's made a mistake, and Johnson's going to go through on the inside. Johnson squeezes across, and Davis comes back on the inside. Not going to happen. Now Leitner's going to attack Toby as well. And Leitner's got the run. Leitner has the run. Through he goes. Will Leitner be able to outbrake him? No, Davis goes around the outside. Contact there. Contact between the two. Davis was not having any of that, and Leitner has to accept the fact that Davis is going to stay ahead of him. There is Strauss now leading the race. Lap 8. He's got a good lead there over Jesper Torborg. Couple of seconds. Oh! He's made a big mistake there. He's hit the tyres extremely hard, launched over them. Fortunately for him, he's not hit anything particularly concrete. And Davis made a mistake. Davis made a mistake in behind Johnson. Johnson now has to run on Slamo. Davis is under attack from Leitner. Strauss has now fallen to second place as a result of that mistake, of course. And Johnson is squeezing down the inside of Slamo. Very forceful pass indeed. I didn't think there was even room there for a V8 Commodore. But apparently there was. Oh, Johnson out of shape on the brakes. Clips the wall. Now Davis on the inside. Davis on the inside in the next corner. Johnson's on the outside. There's not very much room there. Lightning now coming up on them. Three wide heading down into the final complex. Lightning down the inside of both of them. Lightning's through. Johnson's lost 2 positions there after gaining 1. Great battle there between those guys. Lap 11 now. Here is Levaik and Adrian Holm. Holm on the inside of Levaik. And Levaik goes wide, gives Holm plenty of room, and Holm is through. So that means Holm up to 4th place. Debut in the series, remember. Here's Leitner and Davis. Davis not done with Norbert Leitner yet. Oh, he's squeezing down the inside. Almost into the wall, both of them. Davis just about managed to get the car stopped on the rear brakes there, heading into the corner. And he's now ahead of the Hungarian. Here's Eric de Veit and Lee Palmer. Battered and bruised Giuseppe Churcho for attendance. And around the outside, Lee Palmer! Oh, both of them out of shape. De Veit most out of shape. And somehow, neither of them got any damage at all, despite that. Now here is Veit, Davis, and there is Johnson in behind. Johnson, after having pitted early, in behind these 2 guys, and Davis down the inside of Eric de Veit, and de Veit will have to let him go through because de Veit's gone straight through the chicane. De Veit will have to let him go through because he's gone straight through the chicane, and de Veit does so. Oh, de Veit out of shape in turn 5, gives the wall a little bit of rub. He's got away with that though, I think, and Johnson's through as well. Lap 18 to 59. Dobbing, diving down the inside of Roy Magnus. I don't think he meant to do that. Just kind of the gap opened up for him. Now he's on the outside heading towards turn 8. And he has a good run off the corner actually. Magnus looked like he struggled a little bit on the curb there. And now Dobbing trying to go down the inside into turn 9. This is where you want to be, on the inside. And he goes through. Hooked over the curb, just about managed to get the car stopped and turned. Oh, around goes Rhodes. Lee Palmer clipped the back of him as well. Looked like not too much damage. Very surprising, I didn't expect that at all. Here is Strauss, back in 7th. Behind at Levaik. This is after the pit stops. Oh, Levaik hit the wall. It's a very hard hit. I'm surprised if that's not bent any sort of steering arms or suspensions. Suspension parts, even suspension parts. Here is Holm though, lap 27. Here is Holm. He's in behind Jesper Torborg. Strauss had a drive-through, of course. That's why he's way back in the field. He sped in the pits. He had a drive-through that's sending him all the way back. And Holm, on his debut in the series, is going around the outside of Jesper Torborg to take the lead of the race. Adrian Holm, debut in the series, and he's the race leader. Here is de Veit being very de Veit. Here is Kapal being very Kapal. And here is Steve Davis saying, "Thank you very much, boys, for the gap." And they get going once again. Synchronised spinning from Kapal and de Veit. De Veit spins and Kapal spins in sympathy. Now here is Davis in 5th. He's got Strauss in behind him. And Davis makes a mistake at that turn once again. Launches over the curb. Gets a whack from Churcho for his troubles as well. Strauss is up to 5th. 37.59. Here is Gary Lennon. Oh, Gary Lennon almost in the wall. Gary Lennon and Lee Palmer. Lee Palmer's going to take advantage of that because Gary got out of shape on the bump. And Lee is through. Lee, oh, just about through. I don't know if he is actually through because Lee is now on the inside. Oh, Gary Lennon has just squeezed across and taken the high ground, but out of shape once again out of the corner. And now Lee has the high ground. So Lee does get the position in the end. To fight that hard, at least try and hold on to the position. Now here is Strauss on Leitner. He's surging his way through the field because there's a big gap up to Holm and Torborg. But the championship is at stake, of course, and every point counts. Schlein was in 3rd. Oh, and through on the inside, Strauss has squeezed through on the inside between both Churcho and Norbert Leitner, a fantastic move there from Florian Strauss, took advantage of the traffic and he's through. Strauss up to 4th. He's on absolute fire at the moment. Here is Leitner. Having just been passed. He's... Oh, Leitner! He's lost it on the power. Spin one way, then the other. Gets back, going once again. Will he lose any time? Any positions? He will. Here's Schlemo coming through. Schlemo's going to come through and take 4th. So Schlemo up from 5th to 4th. Strauss is in 3rd now then. Schlemo in 4th. And this could have big championship connotations. Strauss will be wishing that Leitner gets through on Schlemo once again. And knock Schlemo down another couple of positions. There's been an incident up ahead. Is that Kapal? I think it was Kapal who was slow on the exit of the turn. It was indeed Kapal. Schlemo's been booked and Leitner's taken advantage. Here's Leitner now, heading down into turn 9, heading down out of turn 9. Has to stop, reverse, and get going once again. And Schlemo says thank you very much. I'll look 4th position back once again. After all that hard work Leitner's done, it's all been undone. Now here is Jesper Torborg. He's heading towards his first World V8 Supercars win. He's there. 2nd place is Adrian Holm, just in behind, but Jesper Torborg pretty much has it under control. Oh, and Jesper! What is he doing? Far too fast into the turn 5 fast sweeper. Far too fast in turn 5 fast sweeper, and he's absolutely demolished his car. Isn't even going to make it home with that 57. Now Adrian Holm is going to take the lead of the race with 2 laps to go. There is Strauss in behind, by the way. Here is Adrian Holm. He's winning this race on his debut. It's all too easy. Just got the car slowed down for turn 9. And Adrian Holm going serenely on his way. He's in 1st position. This is the penultimate lap. Now here's Strauss. And he's surely going to get Jesper Torborg and surely going to pick up more championship points in the wall. Toby Davis. What on earth was that? And now Florian Strauss has the run on Jesper Torborg. Of course, Jesper Torborg has nothing to fight with. He's got a hugely damaged car. Just lets Florian go through. Florian's up to 2nd. He was back in 7th position halfway through this race. He can never have dreamed of getting back towards 2nd position, but he's fought extremely hard to get there. And he is now in that 2nd position and picking up valuable championship points. Here is David Junt and William Levike. It's all happening in the final few laps of this race. Junt trying to go down the inside of Levike. Levike's giving him room. Levike squeezes across the course because there's the corner. And Junt says, thank you, I'm already there. And it's my position. So David gets the better of William. Last lap. Adrian Holm heading towards victory. Heading towards victory, Adrian. You're heading... No, he's not. Adrian makes the mistake and Strauss is through. Adrian's made a mistake on the final lap. Strauss has come back from a drive-through to being the lead of this race on the final lap. Strauss needs to hold it together now. Will Strauss hold it together? I don't know if he will because everybody else doesn't seem to be able to. And here's the replay from Strauss's point of view. There is Holm making the mistake. Strauss nips through on the inside. Straight through he goes. And Strauss must be unbelievable. He must be incredulous at what's been going on here. And Strauss is going to win the race. Strauss is the winner of this race and he takes a stranglehold on the championship. Heading into the final round at Bathurst, Strauss is the winner. Delighted with that. He was the fastest driver on the day. He got a drive-through for carelessly speeding in the pits. Torborg had the win in his grasp. Made a very, very uncharacteristic mistake. Adrian Holman had it in his grasp and made an uncharacteristic mistake on the final lap. And Strauss took the win. He must be speechless. 4th place, Tobias Schlemo. I'm speechless. 4th place, Tobias Schlemo. 5th place, Norbert Leitner. 6th place, David Junt. 7th place, Levike. 8th place is Lee Palmer. 9th place is Toby Davis. And rounding out the top 10 was Gary Lennon. You can join us for the final round of the championship highlights. They're coming from Mount Panorama next. And will it be Strauss or will it be Schlemo who takes the championship? It's all up for grabs. But now Strauss has the lead of the championship for the first time, I think this season actually. He's never led this championship up until this point, but of course he's leading it at exactly the right time. And Schlemo knows he's going to have a task in his hands if he's going to stop Strauss from winning the championship.